Big news coming in from the Aam Aadmi Party quarters and also from the Delhi government. A close aide of Arvind Kejriwal, who was officially had been working as a private personal secretary for Arvind Kejriwal as the chief minister. That PA, Bibhav Kumar, has been terminated from his services by the Vigilance Department over a criminal case that had been filed against him. There had been, in the liquor excise case also, that he was under the radar. But for now, Aam Aadmi Party has hit out over Kejriwal's PA Bibhav's axing. Aam Aadmi Party says first arrested the chief minister, then his personal secretary has been sacked. BJP's only aim is to finish the Aam Aadmi Party. Democracy has been dismantled in national capital. Meanwhile, BJP is also jumping in on this after Kejriwal, as his PA Bibhav Kumar's services officially terminated. So he may continue to be a close aide of Kejriwal, but will not be, as per Delhi government, will not be a part of that administration.
आज जब मुख्यमंत्री खुद जेल के अंदर हैं, तब पर्दे के पीछे से मुख्यमंत्री के इशारों पर जेल के अंदर से सरकार चलाने की, अपराधों के साक्ष्य मिटाने की कोशिश भी बिभव कुमार के द्वारा की जा सकती थी और ईडी बिभव कुमार से भी पूछताछ कर रही है। तो विजिलेंस डिपार्टमेंट का ये कदम एक सकारात्मक कदम है और निष्पक्ष जांच हो, इसको सुनिश्चित करने में मदद करेगा।
Ashutosh Mishra is joining me live in the morning telecast. Ashutosh, it will of course likely become a big political showdown. What is the Aam Aadmi Party's first reaction? And clearly a blow in many ways, because both you and I know, having covered the Aam Aadmi Party, that Bibhav was a closest aide of Arvind Kejriwal since the India Against Corruption days, and then the Aam Aadmi Party. And that is going to be now out, at least officially. With the Delhi government, he cannot work anymore. How is the Aam Aadmi Party taking it? Ashutosh, can you hear me? All right, we'll try and get that audio line back on with Ashutosh Mishra. So a criminal case that has been filed against him, and that's going to be the big issue right now with regard to, now we were told, as the Vigilance Department has taken this action against Bibhav Kumar. Meanwhile, listen in now. Interestingly, while coming in now from former Aam Aadmi Party's government's minister, leader Rajkumar Anand, who had resigned barely a few hours ago and said that they may have come on the plank of anti-corruption, but Aam Aadmi Party has now gone into the whole corruption issue. I cannot associate myself. Rajkumar Anand had resigned. He was also a minister. He was, and specifically with regard to Dalit issues. What does he have to say now? Listen in.
राजकुमार जी, मेरे साथ बातचीत करने के लिए सबसे पहले आपने इस्तीफा क्यों दिया?
मैंने आपको बताया, अपने इस्तीफे में उसकी बजाय बताई कि किस तरह से मैं अपने आप को भारू महसूस कर रहा था। जैसे अभी एक पत्रकार महोदय ने पूछा कि अभी मीटिंग हुई थी, आम आदमी पार्टी की एक बड़ी मीटिंग हुई थी, उसमें क्या हुआ, आप गए या नहीं गए? नहीं गए। तो इस तरह से बहुत सारी वजहें जिसकी वजह से छोड़ गए।
राजकुमार जी, आपने मंत्री पद से इस्तीफा दिया है, और क्या आप कोई पार्टी ज्वाइन करना चाह रहे हैं?
नहीं, मैं कोई पार्टी नहीं ज्वाइन करना चाहता। मैं डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर के पे बैक टू सोसाइटी वाले रीजन की वजह से राजनीति में आया था। मेरा ना कोई पैसा कमाना यहाँ कोई रीजन है, ना नाम कमाना रीजन है। पे बैक टू सोसाइटी हम लोग छोटे लेवल पे, बड़े लेवल पे करते रहते हैं। आप सबको भी करनी चाहिए अपनी अपनी सोसाइटी में।
तो राजकुमार जी, एक बात ये बताइए कि अभी भी क्या स्थिति है, जो अभी जिस तरह से जेल से सरकार चलने की बात कह रही है, क्या आप इस वजह से व्यथित हैं, पीड़ित हैं?
नहीं।
वजह क्या है आपकी?
नहीं, ये कुछ नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं।
कौन सी पार्टी आप ज्वाइन करने जा रहे हैं?
कोई पार्टी ज्वाइन नहीं करने जा रहे हैं। फिलहाल तो मैं अपने आप को हल्का महसूस कर रहा हूँ। और
कहीं से ऑफर आपको मिला?
नहीं, मुझे कहीं से कोई ऑफर मुझे क्यों देगा?
हम उनको धोखेबाज कहेंगे, हम उनको बेईमान कहेंगे, हम उनको ऐसा कुछ नहीं कहेंगे। मैं मानता हूं एक परिवार चलाने वाला आदमी, बच्चे हैं, परिवार है, इज्जत है, रिश्तेदार हैं, ऐसे में ईडी पकड़ के ले जाएगी, तिहाड़ में सालों सड़ाया जाएगा, ये सुन के वो डर गए। हर आदमी संजय सिंह नहीं है। कई बार पार्टी कुलीग से ये बात कह रहे थे कि जैसे ही थोड़ा एक्टिव होता हूं, फोन आ जाता है।
So I bring in Ashutosh Mishra right now. So we are told that, remember, while Bibhav had been questioned in the liquor excise policy case, but it was looking at the legal entanglements, other issues against him. There were proper charges filed against him that eventually led to his termination by the Vigilance Department and that he cannot be Arvind Kejriwal's PA anymore. Ashutosh, so what are the first reactions by the Aam Aadmi Party? And clearly, we've known that this could become a huge setback because Arvind Kejriwal trusts very few people. Among them is Bibhav.
Absolutely right, Pooja. And since you have covered this party, you know their functioning and those close people to Arvind Kejriwal. And indeed, the first reaction comes that how frivolous cases have been filed. And remember, very important to note that Bibhav Kumar has not been sacked in a Delhi excise case, irregularity or any case filed against him in recent year. This is a case filed against him in a bailable offence in 2007 in Noida. So some case which was filed against him in Noida in 2007, and taking that cognizance, the Vigilance Department under the Lieutenant Governor has issued an order sacking him. That's one. Bibhav Kumar is not alone. Day before his sacking, the another key man in the Delhi government who was known for the reform in the education department is principal advisor to the education department, Shailendra Kumar. He was also removed. And the reason that was cited by Vigilance Department, that when he was appointed, there was no approval granted by the then Lieutenant Governor, Najib Jung. So what is happening, the sequence of incidents are itself says loudly the entire case scenario. Whereas when it becomes political, there is a reaction from the Aam Aadmi Party that these are the frivolous charges, how the the BJP is attempting to finish the Aam Aadmi Party. More importantly, the development that yesterday took place, a minister, key minister from a very important constituency puts out a resignation. Very importantly, just a couple of hours ago, he shared the similar post made by Sanjay Singh on the current issues against the BJP and in support of Aam Aadmi Party. But within 2 hours, something changes very dramatically, and he holds a press conference at a random place in Connaught Place, and then he announced that there is no respect for the Dalit people, he cannot bear corruption, and everything, saying he resigned from the Aam Aadmi Party, he resigned from the Delhi government. Very importantly, couple of hours later, the Aam Aadmi Party puts out a picture of a key man who allegedly to be some close associates of a current BJP MP from Delhi, that look how this press conference was called, how these key players of the BJP were around him. So clearly, this is a high decibel politics that is, playing out in the national capital, and we are still far away from the general elections in the national capital. So clearly,
the big news coming in, Ashutosh, that for now, Kejriwal's PA, Bibhav Kumar, has been terminated from his services. And remember, the charges that were filed against him as per that criminal case were criminal intimidation, intentional insult to provoke, which is 504, 506 IPC, and among other charges. This was a previous case, and the DOPT was then asked of why these prior verification legal entanglements were not taken care of, and this needs that he needs to be terminated from the services right now. And as Ashutosh is telling us, that is the big news. Apart from that is one, how a serving Delhi minister barely few hours ago, Rajkumar Anand, has resigned, and not only from the government, resigned from the Aam Aadmi Party, saying, I joined this party to fight against corruption, but this party is now entangled in corruption. I cannot associate myself. So there are a lot of blows that the party is dealing with right now, while Arvind Kejriwal continues to be behind bars, and for a party that is now facing corruption charges.